I was hospitalized in Mexico recently, and I want to share the story with you, just in case, oh, maybe you're a frequent traveler down here, or you come for 4 or 5 or 6 months, or live most of the year down here. Myself, I'm a Canadian who's been living in Mazatlan, Mexico for 12 years now, and none of this is medical advice. This is just my experience of being hospitalized in Mexico. Maybe you can learn from it. Um, about a month ago, I wasn't feeling sick. I just wasn't feeling great, and I didn't have a whole lot of energy, and I'd been losing a noticeable amount of weight. And I assure you, there's not much left of me, skin and bones. And a friend of mine came by, and he commented on my appearance and said, "You should go to the doctor." So my girlfriend and I jumped in a taxi and went down to a clinic that also operates as a little hospital nearby the house. And they took me right in. They admitted me, and the doctor there took a x-ray. I don't know what else he took, but anyway, I was informed I had an abscess under my heart, and it was going to kill me unless I got it treated right away. So, he said, "You may have a year to live unless you get that treated." So I went there. I really didn't like the little hospital. Nothing too wrong with it. It was just kind of a funny little place. And after a couple of days, I checked out, promised the doctor I'd go look into it more. And we did, right straight away. And we ended up going to the general hospital in Mazatlan, which is brand new. And I was feeling really poorly one evening. And we went out there in an ambulance. They built that place way at the north end of the city. I live in the south end of the city in Central, and it's miles from my house, but we get out there in the ambulance, and I was checked into a ward, about an 8-person ward, and kind of like where they do their triage or whatever you want to call it. And a little disconcerting when the guy in the bed next to me was being guarded by a soldier from the Mexican army. Well, all part of the fun. And finally, a doctor, I think he was a doctor, came and asked me a whole bunch of questions, and the usual stuff, like how old you are, what religion you are, what blood type you are, what this, that, the other thing. And then I was taken to a ward in that hospital, and it was all right. I think it was 6 or 8 people. I never really saw, because I was in the first bed when you go in the door of the ward, and same thing. Next morning they sent me for a MRI and x-rays and blood tests and all kinds of things, and I was still feeling, pretty good, just a little run down. And the doctor came up with the same result. I had this abscess under my heart. Not good. So he said, "You're going to have surgery." So a couple of days later, and the doctor was a very, very nice young man. He and I mean a young man, he couldn't have been 35. And he spoke pretty good English. And eventually, right in my hospital bed, they did surgery. And it involved putting I don't know if you call it a stent in between my ribs and going in orthoscopically and cleaning out this abscess. And I was just local anesthetic. I could watch them do it all. It only took a few minutes. There was about 15 onlookers watching the process. And so anyway, I guess it's all new to them too. But the doctor told me the next day, everything went really well. I'm going to keep you here a few days. Just make sure, check on you. And it's pretty boring. So everything went good with the surgery, or as good as could be expected. And I'm home now. I'm recovering at home. I've been home for about 4 or 5 days. And but as far as the hospital went, except for the fact that it's way out in the sticks, there's not a store nearby. I'm a smoker. I wanted a cigarette. Yeah, you can't unless you get in a wheelchair and go down 5 flights of stairs and go outside. Or not 5 flights of stairs, but 5 floors and go outside. It'd be funny going down 5 flights of stairs in a wheelchair. So I toughed it out there. You don't have any television. There's no Wi-Fi. There's literally no entertainment. So it was a long 5 days. Anyway, the doctor was satisfied that it had gone as well as he could expect, and he released me. But I want to talk a little bit about the hospital. The General Hospital in Mazatlan is a new installation, only in the last 2 or 3 years, and it's beautiful. It's really top notch and clean, and the staff was wonderful. A little over too caring, if anything. My God, I've never been poked so much. I make a pincushion feel envious. They freak you up. I'm the type, I don't go to sleep very early, usually around midnight or 1, and I sleep till 5 or 6. But they'd be waking me up at 6 o'clock, right when I was having my best sleep, to jab me with something. And they put me on IVs, intravenous, and I think I counted, I was so skinny, I think I counted one day they tried 9 different times to get a vein for an IV. That's a lot of jabbing. But anyway, like I say, the staff was very nice, very kind to me. And everything was new. The hospital beds are new. The ward is brand new. Everything's spotless. And I remember the old General Hospital. People here in Mazatlan used to say, well, that's where people go to die. So I was a little apprehensive when I was going to the General Hospital. But I survived. But this is just some advice, not medical advice. If you come to Mazatlan or anywhere in Mexico, make sure you have medical insurance. My short stay in hospital and this little operation, I don't know what the grand total is yet, but it's around 70,000 pesos, $3,500. And it looks like I'm going to need an electric wheelchair. I have a wheelchair somebody was kind enough to loan me, but I don't have the strength to push it anywhere. And I'm getting the best care here at home from my much better half, but it's an awful burden on her to have to push me around. So there's another 10,000 pesos. I suppose my medical insurance will pick that up eventually, but I still got to come up with the cash first. So, all in all, my experience, I wouldn't want to do it again right away, but I'd say it was okay. I wouldn't be too apprehensive about going to the General here in Mazatlan, but you need somebody to look after you. You really do. I mean, they get the air conditioning on bus. They don't even give you a blanket. They give you a couple of sheets to put over you. Not enough for me. Man, I sleep under, I'll show you. I sleep under a big, almost winter type sleeping bag here. So I get that in. So I'm used to being very warm when I'm asleep. And let's see, what else? Cleanliness, staff is good. The food is absolutely horrible, shockingly bad. They bring you 2 little plastic cups, and one is like a cold, ice cold chicken soup, and the other one is some kind of crunchy applesauce or something. That's what I got every meal for 5 days. You just can't eat it. Oh, just horrible. But my other half could bring things into me, so at least I had something to nibble on. Anyway, guys, I hope this is informative for you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. I do try and answer all my questions on my channel. Encourage you to subscribe to hear more news from Mazatlan. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye for now.